Hey, what's going on? I'm hoping that it doesn't glitch as the internet is spotty when I sit by the lake. If it does glitch out, let me know. Even if you see this part of the video, it doesn't. You probably won't by the time. So just let me know. I thought I'd come here and just tell you how I'm doing and what I'm doing about it, or what I'm trying to do about it. Like I said right at the beginning, if you hear my voice being super glitchy and the internet sucks, let me know, and I will just come back on later. Sometimes this spotty internet here sucks. Allergies are a little worse today, but I was working this morning and I think I kicked up a bunch of dust. My anxiety's been super out of control. It's like the one thing that fucks everything up is anxiety. Makes all my other symptoms way worse, especially my head symptoms. So I do my best to get my head out of it and try to redirect. That's kind of the key, is to redirect everything. Because if you're like me at all, once you have like a ton of anxiety, you scan for it constantly. Not by choice, it just happens. Makes your sensories worse, makes everything worse. But this setback and wave has just been utterly terrible. It was weird though, because last Friday I had a little window. And honestly, I can't say I've ever had a window. I feel better at times, but it's like, this was like weird. I woke up, felt better. Not great by any means, but I felt better. And it kind of ran into the next day a little bit. And then that evening, it just crashed. So what I do, I just try to keep my routine as much as possible. I rest a lot, but I try to keep my routine so I don't get agoraphobic, basically, because the more I stay in, the worse things get. Sometimes the more I'm out, the worse things get. So I try to make a happy medium in that. But I'm exhausted right now. Mentally, physically exhausted. Anxiety's tough. Holy shit. It's just in the pit of my gut, and it just, it's everywhere. I don't know why it's so horrific, but like I've said in the past videos, if anybody watches, I was kind of overdoing it for a little while, and then I went in for carpal tunnel stuff in my hand, and I definitely have a pinched nerve in my elbow, but the only reason I found out is because I have a nerve stimulation test, and they basically electrocuted my nerves. And for some stupid reason, I didn't even put it together that would be a problem. Because I didn't really know exactly what the test was. I just know I needed to get it so I could figure this out with my hand. And after that, everything fell apart. And it's been building ever since. It's been like 2.5 weeks since that test. And it's just things have escalated since. Some things are a little better, but some things are a lot worse. Like the anxiety. It's just, I don't know why the nervous system has to make you have raging anxiety. And I was like brain issues or what, it's hard to say, but it's been absolutely excruciating. Whoa, saw that up here. Little orb thing flew by. Probably dust, but kind of cool anyway. Anyway, yeah, I'm just sitting. I just sit by the lake. I try to decompress. But it's just that nagging anxiety that just sits in my gut and just makes me feel awful. It's awful. It's one of my worst symptoms when it comes up. Like, I could have a million symptoms, but the worst one is the anxiety. And right now I have it, and it's pretty rough. If I distract enough, it's tolerable. But I can't distract all day. All day. That's what I used to do. You know, back in the day, I was just distraction all day just to get through. I mean, I guess you do what you got to do, right? And I will. I'll just keep distracting to a point, you know. So yeah, if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Cindy asks, hey, Dan, can our nervous systems heal? Yeah, of course, but it may take a while. And being on other kind of medications don't help it at all. You know, I'm tapering Remeron, and it just keeps my nervous system in shit. I don't know if I'll ever get back to where I was before this whole mess, but I don't really care. I just want to feel better to a point that makes life reasonable so I can go on vacation and do stuff. Might not be easy, but I want to do stuff. I was starting to get there, but stuff just took my nervous system out again. I don't know why exactly. I thought I would be stronger by now, but guess not. And I mean, I'm hoping I can heal because I certainly don't want to die like this, you know? So we'll see. I mean, I've gotten better in 7 years. I've gotten better, a lot better. But right now, I'm not. It's a pretty bad setback I have to deal with. And I have to accept it again. And acceptance is huge. And right now, I can't accept that I'm back in this like this. You know, it's not just a wave. I guess they're all waves, but it's not just a wave. I call this one a setback. You know. Tired. I am managing to sleep, but during the day when I take a nap, I can't. I was for a while, but now I can't. Now, like, I try to go to sleep and my whole nervous system tries to do a fight or flight and just keeps me up and makes my symptoms go higher, and that sucks. So, I'll probably be on here a bit more until kind of things pass. It's a good distraction for me, and it's good for me to look back at. Because I can look back at old videos and see where I was. I got hiccups. And kind of compare and see what I've done and stuff like that. Where I was in the process. Because it's not like I can remember it all. I did go to the store today and did a couple errands, which was a little easier today than yesterday, but now I'm feeling it big time. Like, the anxiety's much higher, and my head's just really disoriented and shit. It's like, I can barely do anything. That's the fucking problem. But this morning was more tolerable, which was weird. And then I crashed again. Not a super crash, but a crash enough to make me not be able to deal with the anxiety and I can't, like, distract from it right now. It's a taking over again. I just needed to get to a point where it just levels out, and then I can distract enough from it to where I don't think about it much anymore, and then it will kind of just spiral away. Which will happen eventually, but I don't know when. Until then, my symptoms are going to stay fucking nuts, and I won't be able to do all the cool shit I've been doing, because the major anxiety, the major anxiety throws me into such bad waves, and I'll just stay in it. It's definitely a vicious cycle. things are going decent in my life. So it's not like life stuff. But it's amazing how bad of a situation I'm in right now. Physically and mentally. I could deal with the physical, but the mental, like I've said it since day one, I'll take the physical over the mental any day. Like I was having a pretty bad physical time, but I was still kind of doing stuff. But when the anxiety hit, oh, I can't do shit because I can't function that way. It's terrifying. Now the anxiety is so bad that it's non-functional. I'm forcing myself to do what I have to do, like work and some other things. But other than that, I'm pretty much stuck. Which totally sucks. I slept, but I was up a bit last night with some stomach issues, so I'm not getting the proper sleep. And usually that doesn't fully help anyway, but it's better to have full sleep than not, for sure. Some days I don't sleep and I feel better, but that hasn't been the case lately. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here and just try to close my eyes and get some rest. Try to meditate a little bit, calm the fuck down. I'll stay on for a couple minutes. If anybody's got any questions, ask away. And if not, you can always ask in the comments, and I'll try to answer when I get around to it. Oh, I know some people are probably like seeing when I come on, but you gotta understand, the less I'm on here, the better. So if you don't see me coming on often, that means things are going better. And be grateful for that, I guess. I know I will be. But there will be good long times I'm not on here. And it's throughout the years lately, it'll be more that I'm off than on. And that's a good thing. But these setbacks, I have to be real careful because I'm so fragile again. And I still have a lot more tapering to do of Ramadan. So we'll see how that goes. I'm supposed to taper at the end of January again. We'll see. I got a lot of life changes coming up next year, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to taper exactly, but I really need to get this taper over with, and it's like I might just have to suffer with it. But I could do without the anxiety, that's for sure. Anxiety's brutal. Anyway, okay, take care. I'm out.